morning to all traders and welcome to this Friday's market insights video on US stocks. We've seen the sell-off actually resuming on Thursday after Congress failed to make progress on the new stimulus package. Actually, the Republicans in the Senate failed to provide economic stimulus of 500 billion after Democrats blocked the legislation on the grounds that the package is very tiny to tackle the scale of the downturn that the US is facing during this coronavirus crisis. Now, we are seeing, of course, some of the stocks falling more than others. Some are rebounding as well. But particularly today, I wanted to have a look at those who have overextended over the past few weeks, I would say, right? And for that reason, I've actually turned my charts to the logarithmic scale, right? And it's very interesting to see that some of them have actually reached a level where it seems that there's going to be a huge correction to the downside. Some others are still fighting at highs before continuing either to the upside or the downside. But then again, on the downside, there is some sort of levels that we need to pay very good attention to get a validation or either a bounce, actually, to a validation to the downside or a bounce for the upside. Apple, okay? If you look at the weekly chart over here, we've got waves 1 and 2 in cycle degree, right? 3, 4, and 5. Now, if we connect the primary degree swing highs over here, we're going to see that prices on Apple are still trading above that level, right? But if we take the cycle degree swing highs, 1 and 2, we still haven't reached that level, right? Now, for this reason, I'm going to watch very closely what happens when prices reach the 113 or so level, because we've had this false break now, but we didn't revisit this trend line, right? Now, it could be a truncation, and we'll speak about the logarithmic scale as well. I wouldn't be surprised if we start moving lower indeed, and this is a reversal level. However, I'm not going to do anything until Apple breaks below this level, okay? And then obviously, ideally, a retest on that level would actually confirm or increase the chances of having a successful downside correction that is going to take us, well, to, I would say, well, I don't want to say 35. Let's just go for around 58, 60, right? Previous wave 4 or so. The other stock I wanted to look at is Google. And Google, we have actually using the logarithmic scale, and we have some sort of similar pattern here. However, Google, if we take into consideration the connection of the swing highs over here, we are seeing a false break above this trend line, right? And this is as wave 5 as well, with a signal both on the RSI and the MACD popping up on our charts. Well, I think we have very good chances that we're going to get a move to at least the previous low down here, right? And that's going to go to around the 1200, as you can see. Now, currently, we trade near the 1526. What I want to see is the break of this move, of this wave, okay, the 1456. Why? Because there is still chances that this is an ABC for wave 1, ABC, ABC for wave 3, ABC, and ABC. That means we might get an ending diagonal, okay? So the ending at the diagonal scenario would most likely have prices moving below wave 3, but not moving below wave 4 at 1338, right? So if we see a bounce around these levels, we can expect another move to the upside. We could get a retest of this trend line, or we can get a truncation for wave 5 and then start moving lower. So this is what I will be paying attention on Google. Next, Netflix. Netflix has a very interesting pattern as well. Over here, we're looking at wave 1, 2, 3, 4 in a triangle. And, well, it's either that we got wave 5 or we're going to move higher to get wave 5. Now, I'm looking at this ascending channel over here and looking at we have a false break over here, this level. And now prices moved back within the ascending channel, right? And at the same time, if we look at the longer term cycle degree trend line, okay, that also takes into consideration this primary wave 3. Again, a false break over here, right? And then we broke below, but then again, we are now, if we pay close attention to these, we are trading between those two trend lines now. What I want to see, to start considering some short selling over here is the break outside the channel, right? A break outside the channel will get us next to this trend line, okay, which is around the 370 something level, okay? And from there, we can again expect either a bounce, a continuation up with a test here or not, or a break to the downside. So I will be expecting this downside move to first break the ascending channel, then break the trend line in the short term, and then continue lower to at least, well, 246, right? And last, let's have a quick look on Tesla as well, because Tesla has also a very interesting pattern over here. Ascending channel, wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. But if you pay attention to this, I am seeing a cycle wave 1 over here, right? With cycle wave 2 down there, which means what I am expecting indeed is prices to move higher. Now the question is, what happens around this level? Is this top line of the ascending channel going to be a retest? If that's the case, we're going to move higher for fresh highs, and we're going to break above the 506, okay, for sure. Now the signal on the RSI indicates some sort of correction, but no other signal appears, and that could be a case where, well, we might see prices actually moving higher and breaking this sort of weak signal, let's just say. If that happens, this will be wave 4, and we're going to see another move to the upside for wave 5, right? As you can understand, wave 1 over here is the extended wave, and then 3, 4, and 5. If we break below this level, I will be looking at the 200, 193 or so. That's the previous wave 1 to make up my mind whether this is going to be a continuation to the upside as an impulse, or are we going to go down to the regression line. In case we get there, then most likely we're going to hit fresh lows below the 100 level, okay? But as I said, we really want to pay attention what happens around the 333 level, as this seems to be, at least at the moment, rejecting bears and could potentially allow bulls to start increasing their long bets. Thank you very much for watching. Have a nice weekend, and we'll speak again on Monday.